So we should be streaming now. Let me go check my channel page and see if it's there. Add a featured video. Active live events. Automatically start playing. Apply. Okay.
What we're seeing,
we got that there. So that's playing there. And so in this live event, I will just be showing you guys my editing process, because I talk all the time about pre-production and how pre-production is important. And so I'm here to show you guys how pre-production actually works. Go figure. Oh, that's Facebook. You don't need to see that. So I'm going to be showing you guys, like I said, how pre-production works. And so I'll give it 5 minutes until maybe some more people will show up. But maybe we can tweet it out. Oops, that was my dumb fault. I should just do this. What's the link for this? Link, new tab.
freezer burn steak.
And we'll just tweet this out. Let's tag at YouTube just for fun. There we go. Tweet it. Okay. So that's enough of that. Back to the desktop. So just want to make sure this is working. That's enough of that. Yep. I see it there in the player. It's actually working, which is good. It's a good thing. It's going a little bit smoother than it did last time. So let's get my files ready. Let's see. No, right here to here. Should be it. Okay. And I use preset. And I'll start this at 11. I want to start at 11. And we'll start at 11 and then we'll see how long it takes us until we actually render it. So get some more, share this a little bit more, stream. Hopefully some people show up. And if not, it's okay, because this will be up on my channel later. You guys can watch it and just see the overall process and how things work and just how I edit my stuff. I'm using Adobe Premiere CS6, so nothing too fancy. Move the mic a little bit closer, that way you guys can hear me a little bit better. I know it's not terribly close, but might have to, maybe I can move it up a little bit more. See, it's hard having it here because it's a little bit in front of where I actually can see. It's in front of my screen a little bit, but we'll manage. We'll get it done. So yeah, I use Adobe Premiere CS6 for editing. I used to use Sony Vegas. Actually, I started out with Windows Live Movie Maker. Got Sony Vegas for like $50, and that was nice. It works. It's a very for pretty cheap. And then I got Adobe Premiere CS6 in the Creative Cloud Suite, $50 a month. Since I do have my own web design business, I had to get Dreamweaver and Photoshop and a bunch of other stuff. And so I decided to streaming now. So 2 minutes. I think we can start. I don't want to sit around here and bore these people that are actually here or watching the video later on for too long. So we'll just get started. We'll say 11:58 is when the time is when we're starting. And this might be a little bit slower. It might be a little laggier because I'm still streaming with XSplit. I don't know for sure. We'll find out though. And hopefully you guys, yeah, you'll get to see all my outtakes. Was not it. That was something else completely different. I don't know what that was. Okay. Okay, we're going to say it's 11. So it's 11 right now. I'm going to start editing. So I do use pre-production. I had my book written down with all this stuff in it, and I just went down through it. I don't think I need many retakes. I think there's only about 4 or 5, maybe 6 places I need to cut in this video. This video actually went pretty smooth. I was actually kind of happy with it. And so we'll see how many times we have to cut and how long it will take us. And so let's get started. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear this or not. I don't know if you can hear my computer volume.
Hey guys, what's up?
Usually, I don't know how many times I started this one.
Hey guys, what's
There's one, that's two.
and as many of you know, as many of you may know, Google actually canceled their Nexus event because
That's the wrong video too. That was actually for Juno Up TV. Okay, maybe this would be the right video.
and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about lighting.
Yep, this is a lighting video. Okay, so we're like a minute late, but that's okay.
So lighting is very, very important. And so when I first started YouTube, I actually Hey guys, what's up? Tyler here with T.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Usually I just tab back from the beginning, cut it right there. Ripple, delete. We're going to go back to the beginning.
Hey guys, what's up? Tyler here. I'm going to be talking to you guys about
you
lighting.
can't hear the audio.
And lighting
Oh,
is
isn't
very
that
important
nice?
in
Well, you get a
video
little sneak
because
peek then
good lighting can make a
of
bad
this
camera
video.
look really good, but bad lighting can actually make a good camera look really, really bad. I've seen it go both ways. And so in this video, I'm going to be
You don't know
talking to you
everything
guys
about this
about
video.
the lights I started with, the lights I use now, and then some tips and tricks and techniques for setting up your lights.
I don't know if you guys will be able to hear that or not, but I really don't care. I mean, it's better than just me sitting here staring, looking at it.
And so when I first started YouTube,
Hopefully I don't say anything embarrassing. Wouldn't that be just grand?
techniques for setting up your lights. And so when I first started YouTube,
Oh, you can see there's a light switch right here. I had just my regular lights on, but I turned on my ceiling light to make a point in this video. And you can tell right here just a little bit because I'm a little less blue in here. The colors actually might look a little bit better with that light on. I'm wasting time.
for setting up your
That a little bit more.
lights.
I don't like too much space between my clips.
Setting up your lights. And so when I first started YouTube, I actually used my ceiling light, which is just a brown. So when I first
See,
started
that's called a mess up right there. Maybe a couple more cuts than I thought.
setting up your lights. So when I first started YouTube, I actually used my ceiling light, and I didn't have any external lights. And so I'd say stay away from ceiling lights. But if you can manage to use the sunlight as a natural light source when it's coming through the windows to do your videos, that's great as well. Free light, and it works very well for video. But I started out with my ceiling light, and I always had trouble because my body would be making shadows over what I'm trying to film, or my camera would. And so if you're using your ceiling light, you need to upgrade to something else because it's obviously just not going to work well, and it's not designed for making a lot of videos and higher quality videos for YouTube. And so my first external lights that I actually used were desk lamps. And this is actually one of them right here. I use this desk lamp right here with this little bulb. I don't even know what wattage the bulb is.
Can you hear it now? I just muted it. Or at least I turned down the volume. Let me know if you can hear the audio now because I turned it down on XSplit. We'll see if that changed anything. I don't want to spoil. I don't want to let you guys see too much. I wasn't paying attention. I have to go back. It's kind of boring whenever you don't need to do any cuts. You just sit here and watch your own video. But that's good. That's work for me. You just have to sit here and watch it. Maybe I'll turn it up a little bit.
And it's the Julius Studios light kit, and I actually did a review on it, and they cost around
Studio
$100
actually went a little bit
$110
better
on
than I
eBay. I'm not exactly sure. I
especially
think
this
it's
middle
110.
chunk.
But for the deal that you're getting, it's an amazing light kit. I have 3 soft boxes with
No,
4 lights
okay.
in each, which
So
is
I turned
12
it
lights
down
total.
enough. I turned it
And
back
it's
up a
more
little
of a
bit.
bluish daylight color.
See if
But if you
just
set
to
your
cut
white
through
balance
the
correctly,
weird
you won't
silence
notice that,
of
and
me
it'll
just
just look
staring at
like
the
natural
computer.
colors. I know in some of my earlier videos, skin and my everything just looked very blue. It had a blue tint to it.
Man, I
But
was
now
on
that
a
I've
roll
got
in this
actually figured
video.
out a little bit more with the help of some other people, figure out your camera settings, it looks actually really nice. And they light up a lot of area. And so I have them set up right now. I have one right here. It's kind of facing back, lighting up the back.
You just
And I have one
wonder.
right here that's kind of facing me, and then I have one here that's facing the
So
side
this
of
is the
me
way
and kind of
editing
the
should
back.
be. You should just
And
sit here and
it's
watch
kind
your
of
video. You
three-point
shouldn't have to
lighting.
be
They
going
call this three-point lighting
cut, cut, cut,
in
cut,
the
cut so
video
many times.
industry. And
Now,
this
if you're
isn't
getting to
exact three-point lighting because I'm using
a
this jack,
cuts,
so I have that
that
trying to light up
works.
the
But
back.
for a
That way it
video
gives
like
me
this, you
more
want as
depth
few as
and it
cuts as
gives the
possible.
background a little more definition. I have this camera, this light right above this camera, and that's the key light because it's focusing mainly on me.
Yeah, I
It's
turned
the
it up a
key
little
light
bit.
in the setup. And then I have a light over here, which is the fill light, which fills in the shadows that this key light creates because this key light's a little bit higher than me. So there'll be shadows right under my eyes and right here. And I have this light coming to the side to help fill in some of those
I might
shadows.
actually keep my
And it
ceiling
also
light
helps
on.
fill in some of the
I don't know,
back
does it
too.
look...
And so you don't have to use three-point lighting if you have a light kit or a
I
light
think the
setup.
colors look a
For
little bit
my
better when I have my
videos
ceiling
of
light on. It
my
looks a lot
phone
more
or the
yellow,
Nexus
though.
7
I don't
or
know.
any other product that's on the table, I usually just use two lights, one on each side facing the table. And so that's kind of, I guess, two-point lighting if you want to call it that. But there's really no definite set of rules. Three-point lighting is just a suggestion and it's kind of a standard that people use,
Three-point
but you don't
lighting,
have to use it.
three-point lighting.
Whatever works best for you is really what you should use. If using one light works fine for you and you don't really have hard shadows and your background lights up good enough, go ahead and take
That's
away
probably
some of the
boring live
shadows on my
stream.
face. But a lot of times you
It's
can get
not
away
as
with this.
exciting.
It worked well for the table stuff, but whenever I would do a video like this, it wouldn't light me up as well. And so that's why I wanted to step up and get a better set of lights.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to step up and get a better set of lights.
That's like the first cut in like 3 minutes. Not bad.
And so I went from the ceiling light
So we'll get rid of this.
set of lights. And so I went from the ceiling light to desk lamps to an actual light kit. And so if you do get yourself a light kit or desk lamps, there's a couple things you want to keep in mind whenever you're actually setting up the lights. If you have a light kit like
Tips
I
and
do, you don't want to
techniques.
have the lights right at eye level because you're going to be blind. If
There's
I
probably
had
not
this
many
light
viewers
right
here because
behind
I
the
didn't really
camera, I'd
plan
be
this. I
like looking
just
at the
did it all
camera
of a
like this
sudden.
the whole time. And it just would be ridiculous. So I have it a little bit higher than the light shining down on me, and then I have this one over here to help fill in those shadows that would come because of shooting the light down. And so just keep the lights away from your direct eye level because you're going to be blinded. You're not going to be able to see. Also, like I mentioned in another video, try to keep your light sources out of the video because if your light is over here and it's
Another
kind of
bright coming
bleeding
up, I
in, the
can
softbox is bleeding
tell.
in, or your lamp's on
So
and
that's
it's
like what,
bleeding in the video,
4 or
it's
5?
distracting and it might mess up your ISO if you're using automatic ISO or your white balance. And so that's just something to keep in mind.
Cut.
Another thing.
This is me looking down at my paper, reviewing what's next on the paper. That way I'm not sitting there being like, what's next? Preproduction. Magic. It's like almost like magic.
Mine. Another thing you don't want to do is have your lights too close to whatever you're filming. When I first set these up, when I first did one of
This
these
video
videos,
is
I had the
probably
lights
around...
way
I
it
don't
was
get
like
these
right
videos
here,
like under
right behind
7
the camera,
minutes.
right there, and I was glowing. I had too much light going on,
I thought
and
this
so I
video would
moved
be
them back,
short, but man.
and now they're set at a pretty good distance, and it's not too bad. Also, if your lights have a switch and you don't have really room to set them back further, you can just turn half the lights off. I don't really know if I suggest taking bulbs out of your light fixture because that just runs the risk of shocking yourself or something messing up. And so I suggest move your lights
Expo, it's
back,
still
or
working.
if they have a switch, turn half of the
Can't
lights
believe I got
off.
this Expo working, actually.
And so just to show you an example of good
Oh,
lighting versus
oh, oh.
lights off.
There's a cut right here because it was kind of a long pause.
And so
Oh, this is my example. I'm going to sneeze. Oh my gosh, why would I ever sneeze in my life? That's embarrassing. I hate sneezing like during Google Plus Hangouts or on live streams. It's so unprofessional. But I guess it's a bodily function. You can't really... I mean, if you stop it, you could have a heart attack, so I don't want to do that.
half of the lights off. And so just to show you an example of good lighting
This is a
versus
good
bad
example
lighting,
coming up here.
what I'm doing right now, I have all three of my softboxes on. So I'm going to unplug them. I'm not going to change my white balance because I don't feel like doing that and it's going to take longer. I'm just going to unplug this. I have my ceiling light on. So if I go like this,
Wow.
this is with my ceiling light on with my settings on my camera. I have the ISO pretty low. Let me just
It's
turn the
so
ISO up a little bit
bad.
so you might be able to see a little bit better.
This is so bad. It's still so bad.
So this is with the ISO at 6400, which is the highest my camera goes. I didn't change my exposure or anything. And so as you can see, this is just bad. I'm orange, I'm yellow, and that's the color of the light because I didn't change the white balance. And they're just, the shadows are everywhere. There's a huge shadow right here because the light is just, it's up there. And it's just overall not a good scenario if you're trying to shoot
It's so
yourself or
bad.
shoot anything. Ceiling light's just not going to cut it.
Get that out of here. That is so bad. Hard to believe. That is the same thing as that, just with different lighting and lighting setups. This is how important lighting is and getting your light and your white balance correct. This was with low lighting and the wrong white balance. Look how terrible this video is. Correct lighting and correct white balance. Like, lighting is such a big deal. Oh my goodness. I just can't believe. Bad, good. And you also want to make sure you have the right ISO settings, because look at this. ISO is way too hot. I'm changing. That's not going to be in the video. The ISO is way too hot. Um, you got to be very in control of your lighting. But I'm already like spoiling my video for tomorrow. What am I talking about? This is about editing. But yeah, that's crazy. It just blows my mind.
I cut it.
Man, that's some crazy light. Cut it there. Gotta get back. Oh, gotta move it.
And so if you do not feel like getting yourself a big light kit, you can also buy stuff like industrial lights, work
Oh, the
lights to
stream
set up
health
on
is good. Good
benches
to know.
or stands. Those work as well too. You just have to make sure, those are actually really bright, and so you have to make sure you have them either not shining directly on you and bouncing off walls, or get some soft
So we're
boxes
12 minutes
yourself and
in.
make
Not
some
too
soft
bad.
boxes. You just have to mess around with it and see what works best. And also leave a comment down below if you have any more suggestions for other YouTube tips videos. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you stay subscribed to T Game and Tech for more tech and game related videos. Also make sure you follow me on all my social links. They're all in the description below. And thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
And what's this video back here?
So hopefully you can tell So hopefully by this video you can tell how important lighting really is. Lighting is like the biggest thing whenever you're making video, because like I said at the beginning, if you have good lighting, you can make a bad camera look really good, but if you have bad lighting, your good
I
camera's
don't
going
know
to look
why I did
really
this
bad. I
twice.
use a T3i, and when I was unplugged there, it looked really bad. Whenever you have, if I got my Toshiba, which I don't have right now, my mom actually has a video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, leave it a like. Also comment down below.
Yeah,
If you have
I
any
can
other
delete this.
questions about lighting, I'd be happy to answer them.
I just redid
Also,
it.
don't forget to check me out on all my social links. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tech and game related videos. And so I thank you
Thank you
guys
guys
for
for
watching
watching
this
this
video,
video,
and I'll
and I'll
see
see
you
you
guys
guys
in the
in the
next
next
one.
one. I'm so routine in my videos. Man, I need to get out more or change something up. But it makes it easy to keep doing it. I don't have to...
In this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Okay, so minus me rambling, let's say I spent 4 minutes rambling. That only took me really 10 minutes to edit all my footage. As in, cut it up. That's pretty good. For a 8-minute video, I did 10 minutes of cutting it up. And so that's actually really good. There's only 2 minutes... I'm not sure how much footage I cut out, but I spent a lot of that time sitting there and watching my footage. I didn't skip through just the spots where it was silent. I watched through the video. And so, as you can see, pre-production is a pretty big deal. Um, it took me 10 minutes to edit a 8-minute video. And so now, usually, I keep telling myself this, but I need to set this up as a better preset. I use the same overlay and the same title and the same watermark in each of my videos. I have them preset in the file, but I need to really preset them to be out here. As you can see, this is an older one from, I just use the same preset, I guess. But I need to make this a better preset to make more effective use of my time, because this takes probably another 5 minutes to do this, to set the effects right, the right transitions. If I can look around behind my mic, we're going to do the old slideroo for the old text. But yeah, this probably takes another, maybe not 5 minutes, but it takes up time. If I was really serious, which I keep saying, like I said, to do this, I'd set these up, but by the time I remember to do it, I already have this center, because I use this a template, and I actually need to rename my files. I actually forgot to do that. But I rename all of my files. I'm going to do that right now, that way I don't forget and it doesn't save over it. And see, it saves as TGNT template, so YouTube tips lighting. Rename the file or the sequence, and then save as YouTube tips lighting. Saving project, that's nice. So I need to do that. That would make my process a lot quicker, making these things already as a part of the template. And so I usually cut them down to half a second or whatever this means. I don't know what number it is. I like to cut them down, make them quick, because I think they're just too slow at the default speed. They just kind of drag on. It's just like, come on. YouTube tips. We're going to change it up, and we're about the lighting today. YouTube tips, lighting. Oh, whoa, that's completely not right. There we go. So watch the beginning here.
Hey guys, what's up? Tyler here with T-Game
Flies
and
in.
Tech.
That's
This
wrong.
video.
You're just going to fly the
In
wrong
today's
way.
video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about lighting.
Yep, it went the wrong way. So I need to go reverse the angle, change the way it comes in. It should fly off to the right.
You guys
Yep.
about lighting.
Very good. Watermark's down at the bottom. I drag that the whole way over here. Oh, what are you doing? You see, this could all be like time saved. Well, not so much this, because different videos are different file sizes and lengths. Cross dissolve at the end. Drag out my cross dissolve a little bit. I always put this a little bit before the other one.
And the next one.
And that's about it. I know that there's no mistakes because I watched it the whole way through. As I edited, I didn't skip over anything. And so in 17 minutes, I had my whole video edited. That's about how it goes. This is how it should be. You should not be spending... now, it depends, like I said, what kind of video you're doing. If you're doing a video where you purposely do a lot of shots, like I did with my Nexus 7 video and my Logitech video, I did a couple shots with that. But especially my Nexus 7, I did a pretty good many shots with that, so I had to put a bunch together, crossfade a bunch together. And so that does take a little longer. But a video like this where you're sitting and talking to the camera, kind of like this one, but I can't really cut or edit this because this is live. You shouldn't be really doing a lot of editing. You should have everything planned out. Now I know some people do scripts. For example, Austin from Duncan33303, he does scripted videos, and I think he does them well. He does them very professionally. Scripted for me, I don't think it would work because I'd be very drony when I read it. I'd be like, hey guys, what's up? This is Tyler here with T-Game and Tech, and today, no. I do better, I think, in my opinion, kind of just flying off the handle. But I do have, like I said, my pre-production, I have a book. I go over what I'm going to talk about a couple times. I rehearse the video in my head, usually 2 or 3 times before it's not in my head. I actually recite the video out loud without recording. Kind of as up, I'm walking around the room looking at my book. I recite it a couple times, and just to get familiar with it, get familiar with the content that I'm talking about. Because if you're familiar with the content, you're going to be comfortable with the content when you're talking about it on the camera and you're actually recording, and you're not going to mess up as much. And so this is just kind of to prove to you guys that pre-production is a big deal. If I didn't do pre-production, I could have had what I have total in footage. 9 minutes? Almost 10? I could have had 20 minutes of footage if I wouldn't have done any pre-production. Just trying to think of, okay, what do I want to say next? What do I want to say in this one? So it's a big deal. And I hope this kind of convinces you to take on some aspect of pre-production in your video. The pre-production video that I did for YouTube Tips is a couple videos back in the YouTube Tips series. There will be a YouTube Tips video tomorrow, which is the one you just saw me edit. Which is about lighting, if you haven't guessed from hearing all the words lighting and me freaking out about lighting halfway between. And so, yeah, I think it's going to wrap up this live stream. Not too many viewers because I didn't really plan this ahead of time. I just decided, I want to do a live stream. I didn't really know when I was going to do it, and this is really the only time that I was really free because I was doing stuff earlier. And so, if you guys have any questions, any more questions about pre-production, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them. Like I said, this just little live stream was just to kind of be a proof of concept, show you guys that pre-production does work, it is important, and you should seriously consider it when you're doing your videos. Because it's going to save you a lot of time and energy. I didn't spend an hour here drudging away, cutting out ums, cutting out everything that I screwed up. I'm done in 20 minutes. Now I just got to wait for it to render, which shouldn't take that long either. And so I just got a Skype message from my sister interrupting my live stream, so there she is, saying hello, LOL. But that's going to be it for this live stream. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you say subscribed, and if you're not subscribed already, subscribe to this channel, T Game and Tech. Do all kinds of tech and game related videos. In this YouTube tip series right now, some more Windows 8 videos to come, and hopefully some more overall stuff about some more Android stuff, Galaxy S3, Nexus 7, and some more things in general coming to the channel. Hopefully going to get some stuff in for review. I'm hoping to get the Wii U in, have it pre-ordered. If the funds stay coming in, and if I can get YouTube to pay off the Wii U for itself, we'll be in good shape there. So I should be having a lot of coverage on that if you guys are interested. And so it's going to wrap it up for this live stream. Thank you guys for watching this now as it's happening or later after it's recorded. And so thank you guys for watching. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And thank you. I already said thank you guys for watching. See, this live thing's got me all messed up. I'll see you guys later.